And welcome to Innercore Gaming. So glad to have you here with me today. I have delved back into Automation Empire. This is the one this is the map. Make sure, yeah, this is the map that we've been doing all along. If you were here for the last one, you know that we had some design problems over here. Our train was only getting to, like, I don't know, maybe here, and these were never being able, even with 20, as big a train as we could make, these were never able to put anything on the train, because by the train got to them, it was full, so they never got anything. I guess at some point it could have periodically turned the train around and let it run this direction instead of, counterclockwise instead of clockwise. But then it would have been these that wouldn't have not been getting it. So what I did was I went in and I separated it right into half and half. I think there's 6 on this side, 5 on that side, but they come in, they dump into these two, and then through an arrangement here we are dumping it into here, and it's all full. Wow. I mean, that's a lot of oil that's sitting there. I wonder why it's not being sold any faster than that. So we've got 26 carloads of it being sold at a time. That's about the best I can do. I mean, that's about the best I can do. Yeah. See, I got all that's the best I can do. I could possibly speed it up in one more turn, but that's I don't really see the need for that. But it is now being much more efficient. So the bottleneck is not in here now anymore. It's now here. We'll bring the oil in and it's full, right? 16 of 16, 38 of 40. So I was thinking about how you could get longer trains, even longer trains, than what we've got. But I'm kind of hampered right here. So I could put more down through here, but I don't have any way of getting the product into it. Because if I put this here, it won't fit here, right? Now, interestingly enough, I can double this. But the problem is I don't have any way, again, if I double this, then I don't have anything to move it in here, to move the product, because it'd have to be side by side. I mean, there's no connection there, right? Won't do that. So my only choice is to go further. So the problem is if I come in here and I say delete that and instead go here like this, Okay, but now can I still, this is in the way though, right? Because I can't put that down. It needs to go here. Okay, let's delete all this. Delete, 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 delete. Okay, so now put this back in. Okay, now, oops, got to delete some more of this. Okay, now, the next thing we got to check, so we'll build this, we'll reverse engineer it, kind of. So there and there. Alright, so that's all we need. Then we can come back to here. Turn that. Right, comes to here, okay. That here. Can run it straight across. And then right here we'll put in this, connect it here, and it's good, right? Right. Now this one has to, let's see, if we go back here, it will go through there, won't it? It's just got to get up in the air. Like that, right? Now, the question becomes, can we do this, right? Now, can we go here and here, and can we connect under them? We can, yes. What do you know? There we go. So we can put more in there now. So if we go here, 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 here. Shoot, let's do some more. There, there, there. Goodness. Here, here. Maybe next time it'll have even more trains, hopefully. I just Just don't know. We'll have to check and see, because I've never had one this big, or never tried to do one this big, so I don't know that it'll actually make more cars. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to look and see. But in the meantime, we've fixed our problem here. The next thing that we were working on after oil was the farming, and I wanted to send a shout out to Mark Lloyd. Mark was nice enough to leave me a comment and explain to me that I was messing up water bad, and so he said, hey, you can just connect water. And I was like, well, obviously I didn't know that. So thank you, Mark, for pointing that out to me. I'll show you right here the difference that makes. Like right there. See how it's just connects right in the middle, and right, it connects right in the middle, connects in the middle. It makes things. This still didn't turn out perfect. It probably could still be a little better, but it definitely is better than it was. So that's so much better, having being able to connect those water pipes into a T like that. Makes so much difference, and of course it makes a big difference in being able to connect water instead of having to put in a distribution. Like I was using a small, if you watched the last one, I used the smallest factory I could make, because it basically will serve as a header, just feeding out. But you don't really need it, because the pipe itself can serve as a header. So instead of taking each to every one, now I can just connect one, connect them each individually. They're all connected to water. Water is connected. All right, so now I'm producing plenty of grains. But the next design upgrade is going to have to be right here. This is empty. This is full. So here is our bottleneck right here. I don't know how you do something about that. Make more of them. Now you leave this the same and make more production, I guess. Is that how you, that's the only thing I know. We can basically double this, make it 2. And then we'll have to probably change this a little bit to get it combined. But see, this is empty. So, and this only has 8 in it, whereas these are completely full, which makes no sense to me, because look, right here, it makes 6 in 60 seconds. So that's 1 every 10 seconds. 1 every 10 seconds, 2 every 10 seconds, 3 every 10 seconds, 4 every 10 seconds, 5 every 10 seconds. So every 10 seconds, I should produce 5 of these. This, on the other hand, in 10 seconds, it'll produce 3, 1 per 3, or 3 in 9 seconds. But in 10 seconds, it'll produce 3. This won't produce 3, that's 6. So in 10 seconds, I'm producing 6 here. I'm only creating 5 here. Why am I filling up? Something about the math doesn't work out just right there, obviously, right? Something I'm not understanding. Mark, if you're still out there, or anybody, please let me know. Mark, I always used to hate when I worked in an office and for a huge corporation. I didn't always enjoy being really good or knowledgeable, because once people found out that you were knowledgeable about something, then your name got written on the wall and it got handed around. Oh, well, I'm not sure, but I bet that guy knows. Call him. Here's a number. I talked to this guy. He seemed to know. Call him. And so you started getting calls from a lot of people that you probably shouldn't have. And so I'm going to do the same to you and say, Mark, you answered one question. You answered it well. Answer me another one. Why is this so bottlenecked? What am I missing? Why is my math not right? Let me know. if you can, and I appreciate it. Wanted to know how much I appreciate that. So anyway, I'm not sure what I'm going to do there, but anyway, the whole entire process is much better than it was. And then we take it up here into this one and combine it into grain mill. And grain mill is only 7 kilometers, but we are selling it. Selling kilograms, but we are selling it, but only until we can make ethanol, right? No. Mega fuel. No. Well, what's the purpose of grain mill then? We don't really need the grain mill, do we? Do we need it to research? Nope. Yes, we do. Grain mill, right there. Okay, and we're done. Oh, so we can unlock this. Yeah, unlocked. Nice. Okay. And that, of course, is something that you can do here. Maybe in farming, can build a greenhouse upgrade like that right there. I'm not really sure what that does for you. Upgrade speeds up plant growth by 25. There's no reason to do that. We're already got more than we need. But it's nice to have it in our pocket to be able to begin to use it. See, I mean, we've got nothing here. Nothing's going up here. And this is just full. So we got a bad little it's a bad little problem right in there. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Let's say got grain fuel. So really, I don't really need this. This whole thing that I've produced here is really not needed anymore, because what we really want to do is move on into, we want mega fuel, gold plate, ionized capacitors. Those probably need to be our 3 main distribution. And then once we have everything, all the resources we can into these, whatever's left over, we'll put into something like this and ship it as well. But I think we won't have any problem getting to our 30,000, although we hit 23,262 and haven't been back there again, so I'm not sure exactly how come our throughput has decreased. But oh wow, is that a new train? I think it's much longer this time, isn't it? No, it's got to be the same train, right? Yeah, because we've been on pause, so it's the same train. But I added this. You would think it would increase the monthly by a huge amount, but apparently not so yet. I don't know. When the trains get long enough, it may take them a month to load. That's funny. I don't know, that train seems to have an awful lot of cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Maybe 15's the limit? Don't know. Not sure. So we can open speed, which is already to the highest amount. If the trains can't get any bigger than 15, this is going to be a waste. What we will do, what I'd like to do is move half that production to another line, right? Just start another oil line and sell it. But see, we're we're not going to end up selling oil. Oil's only 10. Gold fuel we've got going over there is 13, so that's pretty good. Oil is 10 and red is, or grain is 7, so we can weigh up our load by selling something other than oil and grain fuel. Change it into mega fuel and gold plate, then we'll be doing something. So anyway, so that's going, this whole thing is going, but of course we already need to change it into another recipe. We need to fix the bottleneck. Oh, let's see. Not the place? No. This is the place. This is going, but we need to change this already. Of course, then we can get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. This is now useless because we don't really need grain fuel for anything other than the research that's already complete. So we'll get rid of this. The next thing we'll need, I think, is one of the things I can do now is I can upgrade some of our product and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to install a refinery, and then we're going to run this gold product into here, and then we'll take this, which is the result of a combiner, and we'll take this and we'll run it into here, into a different combiner. So we got one combiner feeding another combiner, and then putting in some gold, and what that will do is that will give us steel plates and gold, and we'll combine it into gold plates. Remember, that's one of the heavy ones. And then we're going to ship it up here. We'll modify our there's 4 things. We'll modify this to probably take these out, put in large containers, maybe 3 of them. We can get rid of the refiners because it's going to come as a finished product, and then all we need is just some outlets for the bots to pick up, or for the track. What are these things called? Claw trains. It's just, we need, we got to have a place for the claw train to pick up, but we can get rid of some of the refinery that's in here. And so there you go. This video is plenty long enough now. I'm trying to do a better job of keeping them a little bit shorter. So you've seen the changes that we made. We are working away, and we're going to move forward. What we've got to do is we've got to get to mega fuel. Mega fuel requires ethanol. To get ethanol, we need red grain and oil. So we're probably going to take our oil out, put most of it into making ethanol, and then we'll turn all that ethanol into mega fuel, and then we'll put the mega fuel back in here and put it into that and sell it. So that's the plan. Everything appears to be working. I still have really no fear of not making our 30,000. I did notice that there are some. Oh, this is 45,000. This one. Oh, so we're only halfway there. Oh, that's a little bit different story. But I still don't think it's going to be a big deal once we get into these heavier things that we're selling instead of these light things that we're selling. I did notice. Oh, see, here's our mission objective. So it is 30. So our mission objective is 30,000. But once we do that, there's a secondary goal. Unlocks a master seller medallion if you get to 45. Okay, cool. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Please do. I really do love having you here. I appreciate you. I hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you know about these things. If you see any hugely inefficient thing, if it's just a little inefficient, please don't. I mean, you can let me know. I mean, but if you see something that's just grossly wrong, like Mark had to do with the water, please do that for me. I appreciate that more than I can tell you. It was very nice of him to let me know. Because I haven't watched the video. I did earlier, but I haven't watched any videos in a while, so I'm not keeping up with. There's no, instruction booklet or anything, so I don't know things. So if you know things, let me know. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Please leave me a comment. I do read them. I will respond, and consider subscribing to the channel. Select the little bell, and that's the notification bell, and it'll let you know when more videos are published. Thank you so much. As always, at the end of the video, I want to encourage you to find a place of worship where you feel both comfortable and welcome. I would ask that you attend it regularly with both an open heart and an open mind, and I believe that that can be for you a very rewarding and fulfilling experience. I know it always has been for me. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. We will continue. Automation Empire. It's growing. We've just about, we're not completely finished. Look, here's 3 patches of resources that are not being utilized yet. So, on top of the fact that we are going up in our weight that we're going to be selling, we're also going to have to figure out how to integrate these 3 things into our factory and get it producing and sold. Wow, I believe that train is more than 20 long. Look at that thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 long. I only counted 20, but it looks like it's filling it up no problem. That's great. That should help our overall weight. We're not going to get back to 23,262, I don't think. Alright, train, you're full. Take off. Wow. What a huge train full of oil. 93 million. So we got all the money we could possibly need. 5 million in research. Is there even any much? There's not much left to research. Oh, well, that's 5 million right there. Huh. Look at that. A cargo rocket's 5 million. So we've already got that. Can unlock it because we don't have these 2 things built. Enough of those researched yet. But all right. Thanks for tuning in. I got to let you go. I enjoyed it. Come back and see me. Hope you're staying safe during the COVID-19 isolation stuff. Although I think it's time. Here at the end of the video, you probably haven't made it this far anyway. There's probably nobody watching, so I don't feel that bad about saying this. I think the whole COVID-19 thing has been handled incredibly incorrectly. I'm a believer in herd immunity. Yes, it would have meant deaths. I understand that. But there were deaths anyway. Places that did not shut down have not had that much more, that I can tell, infection rate or deaths. It looks about the same. And they did not lose 5% of their GDP like we have in America. One of the stupidest things I've ever seen. The problem is that people value human life too much. You should not be worried about living this life. We should not be worried about saving every single person that's alive. That should not be your concern. It should not ever be your concern. You should be like me. I don't worry about this physical world. I worry about the spiritual world. The place I'm going to spend eternity is what concerns me. And we should turn the world upside down because we're not spiritually where we are, instead of turning the world upside down because a few people may die. I'm sorry if that makes me sound cold to you, but I just don't value human life as much as, I mean, I wouldn't take, I mean, it's against, I don't take human life. I do think human life is precious, but I don't think it's so precious that you ruin everybody's lives to keep somebody. I mean, I don't know. It just, I don't understand it. I don't understand shutting everything down. We've never done that in the history of the United States. We've never done that. Not during polio, not during influenza, the flu every year. Never have we done this. Not for Ebola. We've never done this. Never. And I believe that it's probably a situation that occurred. I'm not blaming a political party or particular way of looking at things on the virus. I think that the virus was what it is, but I believe that they are and will continue to take as much advantage as they possibly can of the situation. The ones who are advocating for us not to go back to work and stuff, it's just wrong. To do what? To save a few lives? It's not worth it. Sorry. I hope that you probably don't agree with me, and that's perfectly okay. We can certainly agree to disagree about a lot of things, I'm sure. Anyway, sorry you probably will never hear this, but if you do, and I offended you, I apologize. It's not my intention to offend you. It's just my intention to state a differing opinion than what I've heard in the mainstream media, because I don't believe them. I don't believe the numbers that they give us. I don't believe, because why, you say? Well, I know a lot of people in my circle that have gotten COVID and have stayed self-isolated, have never been tested. So do we know for sure that they have COVID? No. But I mean, come on. They got it, but in February and March they had all of the correct symptoms. I mean, exactly the symptoms. It lasted. I mean, what else could it be? And I think there are thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people that have already been infected and have already recovered and have never been tested, and they're not in the numbers. So the death rate that they're showing us and all the rates that they're showing us are grossly exaggerated, because they have no idea how many people are truly infected already and have already recovered. So I think those numbers are hugely smaller than what they know. Hugely smaller. This becomes an even less significant event for us to have turned everything off over. Sorry, I ranted. I'm off my soapbox. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I just may go back and edit this video and take all this out, so you may never see this. Probably won't. Hope you enjoyed it. So, thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoyed it. See ya.